guys, welcome to Audrey's reading area. Don't forget, you guys, click that like button, click that share button. Don't forget, go to YouTube, look for Audrey's reading area on YouTube, and smash that subscribe button. Smash it, I said, smash it. Well, all right, you guys. Shout out to my grandbabies, Korea, Sanaa, David the Third, and Caden. I love you guys, and I miss you guys so much. I do. So, Alexa, what time is Audrey's reading area?
Audrey Reads in her area live at 8 o'clock p.m.
Live, live at 8, you guys. All right. All right. So, I'm going to just jump right into this story. Today is Wednesday, Multicultural Day, right? Multicultural Day. So today is the day that I read books about different cultures. So we have the roots of rap, the rap culture, right? The roots of rap. And I love these illustrations. Look at that. It says 16 bars on the 4 pillars of hip hop. Look at that. So let me put on my glasses. 4 pillars of hip hop. It's written by Carole Weatherford, and the art, or the illustrations, is by Frank Morrison. I mean, the art is amazing in this book. Look at the artwork on just the front and the back cover alone. Look at that. It was all a dream. Okay? The roots of rap. So I'm just going to jump in and read. Look at the illustrations. Look at this. Amazing. So let's read. Let me jump in and read this for you. It says, there is Switz Beats. There's a message from Switz Beats in the front, but I'll try to remember that to read that at the end. I just want to jump in and start reading this amazing book. Folktales, street rhymes, spirituals, rooted in spoken word. Props to poets Hughes and Dunbar, published. Ain't you heard? Soul Man James Brown, shouting, I'm black and I'm proud. Giving birth to funk, bassline, pulsing loud. Ba-bump, ba-bump, da boom, boom, buzz. Da bump, da bump, da boom, boom, buzz. How cool is that? The origins go way back beyond old school. But it is in the 70s that rappers start to rule. Crews with cans of paint spray, tags on subway trains. I can vouch for that. Riders from every borough take risks to make a name. I told you the artwork in this book is amazing. Amazing. Graffiti is thrown on buildings, bridges, and billboard signs all along the Manhattan, Queens, Bronx, and Brooklyn lines. I think they forgot Staten Island. Da bump, da bump, da boom, boom, spoos. Da bump, da bump, da boom, boom, spoos. I added Staten Island because Staten Island is one of the 5 boroughs, and they said all along the Manhattan, Queens, Bronx, and Brooklyn lines. Staten Island. Probably had to try to take a ferry there though to Staten Island. Boombox toting homie blasts a hot track on a corner. Passerbys 4 deep surround a street performer. Getting breakdancing. That's when you see that boombox and you see the laid out cardboard box. They are breakdancing. With sheets of cardboard for a stage, B-boys bust out moves. Donkey, spider, robot, windmill, rock, lock, spin to break dance grooves. Jamaican DJs shouting toasts invent what's now called dub. Remixed with twin turntables at soul and reggae clubs. DJ Cool here in the Bronx. Block party under his command. Rocks and rocks non-stop. Mic clutched in his hand. The bump, the bump, the boom, boom, clap, clap. The bump, the bump, the boom, boom, clap, clap. Told you, amazing. Dropping, scratching, beat juggling, matching, wax on wheels of steel. Wordplay, rhyming, triple timing, keeping the lyrics real. Real. Sugar Hill Gang, the Sugar Hill Gang, Run DMC, LL Cool J, Curtis Blow, Biggie, and the Fat Boys jamming on the radio. Nas, Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Eminem, 50 Cent, Tupac 2, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, the message ringing true. Now I gotta add a couple of rap groups in there that they didn't add, but I'll wait and see if they add it later on in the book. Female MCs break it down, Salt and Pepper and TLC. Queen Latifah sports a crown, reigning like royalty. Salt and Pepper and Spinderella. Salt, Pepper, and Spinderella. This is TLC. Left Eye, may she rest in peace. Chili and T-Bars. Look at Queen Latifah. All around her kingdom, shorties raised on rap. Boogie to fat beats in backward baseball caps. The boom, the bump, zoom, zoom, clap, clap. The bump, zoom, zoom, clap, clap. Queen Latifah. Beautiful picture of her. Amazing. A generation voicing stories, hopes, and fears. Founds a hip-hop nation. Say holla if you hear. Holla if you hear. From Atlanta to Zanzibar, youth spit freestyle freedom sounds. Hip hop is a language that's spoken the whole world round. Look at this illustration. Da bump, shaboom, bop, buzz. Ba bump, shaboom, boom, buzz. So they didn't mention this rap group called Tribe Called Quest. They didn't mention Tribe Called Quest. I'm going to mention Tribe Called Quest. It should have been in this book. Maybe it's in the illustrator's notes, because there's author notes and then there's illustrated notes. But I'm going to mention Tribe Called Quest. I grew up with them, knew them personally. May 5, rest in peace. Shout out to you, Q-Tip and Jerobi and Ali. I'm going to mention them, and I'm going to also mention Ja Rule. They mentioned LL Cool J, yes. Ja Rule, yes. So they have what you call, there's some words in here, some definitions that you can look at it, read it, pause, and read. Pause and read. These are words that were mentioned in the book that you may not know what they mean. So pause and read it, and you will know what it means. And there's some words in here that wasn't even mentioned in the book. B-boy, a break dancer. Seeing break dancing right here. B-boy style, B-boy stance. Beats, the rhythm line for a rap song. Boogie, to dance. Boombox, a portable cassette or CD player with 2 or more loudspeakers and a carrying handle. Boombox. Breakdancing, a style of street dance that originated among African Americans and Puerto Rican youth in New York City during the late 80s, 1980s, also known as b-boying. DJ, a person who mixes and scratches beats with records on turntables. Dub means musical genre pioneered by reggae artists in the late 1960s and distinguished by instrumental remixes and strong drum and bass lines. Folktale, a story originating from the oral tradition of a culture. The oral tradition of a culture, so it's stories and things passed down verbally, like telling people about it. Freestyle, a style of rap in which the lyrics are improvised or created on the spot without rehearsal. Yep, that's what's called, they call freestyle. Yep. Funk, a danceable form of music conceived by African American musicians in the 1960s. It grew out of soul music, rhythm and blues and jazz, and emphasized electric bass and drums to create a strong rhythmic groove. Graffiti, a street art genre consisting of writings or drawings that are illegally spray painted, scribbled or scratched onto vehicles, walls, bridges, or other property, buildings. Hip hop, a form of youth expression that originated in New York City in the late 1970s and included 4 pillars: graffiti, breakdancing, rapping, emceeing, and DJing, scratching, turntablism. I didn't know there was such a word, turntablism. Okay. Homie. What's a homie, you guys? I know y'all know, yo, that's my homie. I know you guys know what a homie is, right? Well, it's short for homeboy or homegirl, meaning someone from home, like a good friend. Yo, that's my homegirl. Jam. When 2 or more musicians make music in an informal setting, they are jamming. Shout out to my cousin Clyde Birmingham, my cousin Lionel Birmingham. They just be jamming. Shout out to my cousin Robert Hodges. Y'all jamming. MC, A writer, performer of rap lyrics. Fat, as in P-H-A-T. Excellent, gratifying, or very attractive. Yo, that's fat. That's what they say, fat, like P-H-A-T. Props. If I give props to you, that means I give respect or credit to you. I give props. Rap. Spoken or chanted rhyming lyrics that are performed to a beat. Its components are content, flow, and delivery. Remix. Remix, an audio or video clip that has been already altered by adding or removing or changing parts of the original recording. They remixed it. Remix. Scratching. That's what I just did, right? I can't beatbox. I'm sorry. Scratching. Manipulating sounds with one's hand in order to create and mix music with vinyl records, turntables, and a DJ mixer. Shorty. Child, also spelled shorty. Spirituals. Religious folk songs that originated with enslaved African Americans. Spit. No, it doesn't mean bad. No, things, saliva coming out your mouth. No, to spit something means to perform rap lyrics. Yes, yo, shorty, spit something for me. Yes. Perform rap. Yep, rap lyrics. Spit. Street rhymes, playground, jump rope, or hand clapping chants passed down from generation to generation of children. Street rhymes. Toast. A rhythmic, rhyming story spoken aloud about heroic characters and events, a form of African American folk poetry. Toast. Turntable, we all know what a turntable is, right? A device for playing vinyl sounds, recordings, part of a record player. The turntable has an arm with a stylus, which is the needle coming down, that vibrates between the grooves of a record to produce sound. Vinyl, a disc-shaped sound recording that is played on a turntable. I gave you all these definitions, huh? So, hip-hop, who's who? They should have added A Tribe Called Quest. They should have added the Jungle Brothers. They should have added Ja Rule. Yes. Biggie Smalls, also known as Notorious B.I.G., passed away in 1977. Born in 1972. Stage names of Christopher George Latour Wallace. He was a rapper from Brooklyn, New York. Curtis Blow. Curtis Blow. Born in 1959. Stage name of Curtis Walker, a rapper, singer, songwriter, record producer, DJ, and minister. He was the first commercially successful rapper and the first to sign with a major record label. James Brown. A rhythm and blues singer known as the Godfather of Soul and the hardest working man in show business. He passed away in 2006. Rest his soul. Dr. Dre. Stage name of Andre Romel Young, a record producer, rapper, and entrepreneur who co-founded Death Row Records and co-founded Beats Electronics, manufacturer of audio products. Guess I gotta shout out Flavor Flav too and all of those guys, right? Snoop Dogg. Snoop Doggy Dogg. He left a lot of important rappers out of here. Probably couldn't fit it in the rhyme, which I don't believe. It's not possible to not be able to fit Snoop Dogg, Tribe Called Quest, Ja Rule. That's not possible. Come on now. Paul Laurence Dunbar, the first African American poet to achieve national acclaim for his publications. Sometimes referred to as the grandfather of rap, Dunbar wrote formal verse, but his dialect poems were more popular. Passed away in 1906. Born in 1872 to 1906. Wow. Eminem? They mentioned Eminem in here. He was a good rapper too. Well, he is. He's still alive. Eminem. Just some good stuff. The stage name of Marshall Mathers. Eminem. He's a rapper, record producer, songwriter from Detroit, Michigan. He's also a great actor too. Shout out to you, Eminem. The Fat Boys. Yes, the Fat Boys. One of them passed away. May he rest in peace. A hip-hop trio that emerged from Brooklyn, New York in the 1980s. Its members were Mark Morales, Prince Marky D, Damon Wembley, Cool Rocksky, and Darren Robinson, or Buffy, who was the human beatbox. Rest in peace, Buffy. 50 Cent, his stage name, that was his stage name. His name was Curtis James Jackson, a rapper, actor, investor, and entrepreneur from Queens, New York. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. Oh yeah. A hip-hop group from the South Bronx in New York City. Formed in 1978, they were a significant force in the early development of hip-hop, whose 1982 hit The Message. Yes. Broken Glass Everywhere. That one is considered one of the genre's defining songs. Oh yeah. DJ Kool Herc, stage name of Clive Campbell, a DJ credited with helping originate hip-hop music in the early 70s in the Bronx, New York. He is known as the founder of hip-hop and the father of hip-hop. We got Ice Cube in the house. He was born in 1969. That was his stage name. His real name is O'Shea Jackson Sr., an actor, rapper, songwriter, record producer, screenwriter, and entrepreneur. He is one of the founding artists of what became known as gangster rap. Langston Hughes. Yes. He passed away in 1967. Born in 1902. He was a writer whose plain-spoken poems and stories about the black experience were first published during the Harlem Renaissance of the 1920s. He wrote this poem or story that I absolutely love. I probably will read it to you guys, so I will save talking about it till the next time. LL Cool J, born in 1968. That was his stage name. His real name is James Todd Smith, a rapper, an actor. You see him on TV still. An author, an entrepreneur from Bayshore, New York. Nas, born in 1973. His real name is Nasir Bin Olu Jones, a hip-hop recording artist, rapper, record producer, actor, and entrepreneur. He has released 8 consecutive platinum and multi-platinum albums and has sold over 25 million records worldwide. Shout out to you, Nas. Queen Latifah. She had a talk show, and I went to her talk show, but I did meet her too. Got a picture of me and Queen Latifah. Stage name, Queen Latifah. Her real name, Dana Owens. A rapper, singer, songwriter, actress, model, television producer, record producer, and talk show host. She's considered one of hip-hop's pioneer feminists. Run DMC. It's like that, and that's the way it is. An influential hip-hop group from Queens, New York, founded in 1981 by Joseph Simmons, Run, Daryl McDaniels, DMC, and Jason Mizell, Jam Master Jay. May he rest in peace. Rest in peace, Jam Master Jay. They were the first hip-hop group to have a gold album and win a Grammy Award. And if I remember correctly, I think they were the first rap group to mix their rap with a rock group. Walk this way! Yeah, I'm just saying. Salt and Pepper, a hip-hop trio from Queens, New York, formed in 1985. The group consisted of Cheryl James, which was Salt, Sandra Denton, Pepper, and Pamela LaToya Green, who would be replaced by Deidre Roper. DJ Spinderella was one of the first all-female rap groups. They were hot. Salt and Pepper. The Sugar Hill Gang, a hip-hop group whose 1979 hit Rapper's Delight was the first rap single to become a top 40 hit on the Billboard Hot 100s. Rapper's Delight. Memories, boy. That song. Tupac Shakur, may he rest in peace. I did meet him once. Tupac. Born in 1971, passed away in 1996. Known by the stage name Tupac and briefly Machiavelli, Tupac Shakur was a rapper, songwriter, and actor. Check out Poetic Justice. Check out Juice. Tupac. An actor who has sold more than 75 million records and is one of the best-selling music artists in history. May he rest in peace, Tupac. TLC, a girl group who recorded rhythm and blues, hip-hop, soul, funk, and new jack swing, comprised of Tion Watkins, T-Boz, Lisa Lopez Left Eye, that was Left Eye, may she rest in peace, and Rozonda Thomas, Chili. The group was popular in the 90s and early 2000s. That group was all that. Yes, they gave us that red light special. Yes, hat to the back. Don't go chasing waterfalls. That was my group, TLC. See, and I'm just a little disappointed that they didn't mention Ja Rule in here. They didn't mention Tribe Called Quest. They didn't mention De La Soul. The roots of rap. Should have had everybody in there. But I'll mention them. Tribe Called Quest. Q-Tip. Fife, rest in peace, rest up. Jerobi. And Ali Shaheed, the DJ. Yes, I will mention you guys. And when I say Ja Rule, I gotta mention his group. Cash Money Click. Shout out to you guys. Ja Rule, Chris Black, and O1. Yes, used to call himself Nemesis. Now he calls himself O1. So shout out to you guys. Once again, The Roots of Rap. Excellent book, but I think they should have added more of the rappers to it. Just my opinion. Well, all right, you guys. Thank you so much for being here and listening to me read fun, exciting, and cultural books like this. And I'm sure there's a few other rappers that I could mention too, you know, that need to be in this book. Could have put Will Smith in there too. I'm just saying, I used to love his rap. Like, you know, it was a kind of cool rap. Yeah. But shout out to all of you that are listening, that are here listening. Shout out to my mom. Thanks, Mom, for always being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Mom. Yes. All right, you guys. And I want to shout out everybody who shares my videos. I want to shout out everybody who goes to Audrey's reading area and looks for on YouTube and looks for Audrey's reading area and smashes that subscribe button. Shout out to all of you guys. So thank you so much for being here and listening. I'll see you again tomorrow, right? Live, Live, live at 8. Live at 8. I will be here. Audrey's reading area.